Hey, Nigerian people don't suffer. Not be small thing. Kai, what is it that Femi Adesina said? Oh my goodness, stomach infrastructure is real. No, 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 no. Transactional mindset, it's real. That man, they say if you pay the piper, you dictate the tune. The moment you are paying somebody's salary, it's as if you own that person, hook, line, and sinker. The person's voice, conscience, courage, everything. Oh my goodness. Can I mean, the thing just dey shake my head. Let me even read it. Whether additional says that world leaders venerate Buhari. Which Buhari? The one that is so-called president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the same one that Donald Trump called lifeless. Is that the same person that Femi Adesina is talking about, or Femi Adesina is trying to convince himself that his principal, his Oga, Major General Muhammadu Buhari is not the absolute failure that he is? Come on, Femi Adesina, take your pen and do some other things. I know you're being paid to do this, but I mean, being paid doesn't mean that you have to lose everything. Just keep some things there. I will tell you something. You know, when you travel out of Nigeria, I've been out of Nigeria in the last 5 months, yes, and it's quite a shame now when you say you are in Nigeria. The first thing they are trying to, oh, okay, your president. You know, when they mention him, the kind of shame you even feel, you don't even have mouth to even defend. The only people that don't have mouth is Americans, because they have Donald Trump too. So hey, we are in the same boat. Even though that one is whether he's not as lifeless as ours, is even described ours as lifeless, is just simply unbelievable. Buhari, you can't sell Buhari. He is an absolute failure, and every day he demarcates himself. He just shows that he's a coward who is good at one thing, being consistent in looking for the presidential seat, and he got it, and he couldn't do anything about it. And 12 years he kept asking for the same thing. Nigerians have given it to him, and then he has shown the whole world the absolute failure that he is. You know, people looked at his age and thought that somebody in his 70s will have a bit of character, will be somebody whose words will mean something, whose words will be his bonds, who when he says something, you should be able to take it to the bank. But unfortunately, that hasn't been the case with Buhari, and the whole world have seen it. So please, Femi Adesina, we are actually the laughing stock of the nation. Buhari he's so lifeless. So let me just even let you know what that lifeless means. It simply means that he's intellectually bereft of anything. It's like having a child, a toddler. In short, some toddlers actually have conversations. You know, I've seen people having conversations with their 2-year-olds, their 12 months old babies, 18 months old babies. So maybe just like an infant, like a baby, just having a baby just there. You know, they do nothing other than to eat and sleep, right? But in our own case, our own president, well, he's slightly better than an infant, because he actually walks around, and he travels, you know, travel blogger, our number one travel blogger. He does that, and then he's good with his as a model, fashion model. He's good with that too. But other than that, there's nothing. You understand? Nothing. I mean, Nigeria is that huge laughing stock with such a person who has nothing, who is unable to offer anything, who can't even be himself, who has so failed himself that it's you can't even say anything. I just even think that even calling Buhari a failure is actually disrespectful to people who are failures, because he's worse than that. He's absolutely worse than that. You can see that he has total zero direction. He knows nothing. He's just sitting down there in office. Everybody is running around doing everything they want to do. He has no sense of direction. He doesn't even know what is happening. I remember when during the 2019 presidential election, when they had that, is it what a media chat or whatever they had with Kaderia Ahmed, when, you know, they had asked the president something, and Yemi Osiba just said that, you know, he doesn't know, the president doesn't know, and you know, that statement there sums up everything. The president knows nothing. He knows nothing about nothing. The only thing he's good at is the fact that enjoyment. When it comes to enjoyment, galore, my presido, I be number one. Naija presido, I be number one. But for any other thing, na last, na the guy dey for last. Na he dey carry last. He dey grab and they sit down there, they carry the last gidigba. But when you say may do thing, yeah, man, nothing. Just look at the pictures of when he was going to Mali recently that he traveled, and they had those people there. What do they call them? It's not escort. This gosh, what did they call it? Is it not palace guard? Since it's not a guard of honor, I think, yeah, that's what it's called. They were there by his aircraft, and he was going up and he was looking back to wave. That's what he's good at. He's very good at that waving. And you just imagine in such a period of pandemic and where you have to go to Mali on an emergency visit, you still have time for them to be putting guard of honor for you. That's all that concerns him. The perks of power, it's what concerns him, not actually the power itself, and leading people and being a good leader. So I think Femi Adesina, come on, just stop being ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous to say that the world leaders that they hold, that according to he said his principle is in high demand by leaders all over the world. Which demand? Nobody they see that man like shishi. Even in family, no see her like shishi. Nothing. There's no demand. They just keep him there. I said this one day. He's just like a stooge. You just keep him there. There's nothing he can do. Nothing else. He's just there. Like just sit down. When the person just sit down there like Dundee. Exactly, that's exactly what he is, and it's just a shame. So all of this trying to say that. To try to whitewash what is so plainly dirty. It's unbelievable. The only good thing for me that I would say has come out of his leadership is the fact that nobody is ever going to come and say that, oh, if Buhari had not become president. I was talking to somebody yesterday, a childhood friend who had grown up in Kwanahudu, and one of the things he said to me from Kano, he said that a lot of people even said that Boko Haram is better than Buhari. And for me, that I was shaking when I heard that. And this is what they said. They said Boko Haram will come and they will kill you and you'll be dead, and that's it. But that in Buhari's case, Buhari will bring hunger. The hunger, we will not see food to eat. There's no health. The bad gonna, when he went on, and I was talking about analyzing, I was like, oh my goodness. They actually call him Anoba. Anoba is like epidemic, right? Like the COVID-19 that we have, it's an epidemic. That's what Buhari is. So trying to whitewash Buhari, come on, man. It's not going to sell in any way whatsoever. And then this is what I'm trying to read some of the things that Femi Adesina said. He said, for those of us who travel with the president around the world, it is shared delight to see how the Nigerian leader is venerated and held in high esteem by the international community. Oh my goodness. It is now, they actually, those people, they are diplomats. They will not show you the thing. It's the office of the Nigerian president. Even if it's a stone that you put there, they will give him this thing. So don't be carried away by that. But you know what they say about the Nigerian president? He's an absolute failure, an incompetent leader. I've said it before and I repeat, he's just that ISIF, incompetent, clueless, corrupt, inept, a failure. He actually gives, I have to say, it's even an insult calling to people who fail to call him a failure, because it's actually absolutely more than a failure. Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing some of the things here. It's just so pathetic, you see people, they just try to, anyway. Femi Adesina is working hard for his money, and so he has to say all of those things. That's what he's being paid for, to say all of those things about the president. But I must tell you, I have been out of the country since the president has been around, in and out of the country, and I must tell you that over the years he has actually lost it. I remember when in 2017 I first asked for the resignation of the president, how a lot of people attacked me. Same thing today. People are like, you're saying the truth. Let him go. Let him just go on. The fact that he's being compared to Boko Haram says everything. And he's such an absolute disgrace to the military. Imagine he was in Borno, and the last time he was in Borno, after he left, Boko Haram did a threw-in bomb in that Borno, yet he didn't take that as a challenge, as an insult to his authority as commander-in-chief. Buhari is just a pathetic failure that Nigeria has the misfortune of having as president. he is an epidemic that we've had even before the COVID-19 epidemic.